Today, we're going to be picking every single matchup from week 6. We're going to start out in San Francisco. We have San Francisco at Seattle. San Francisco is a 3.5-point favorite. Dobbs, you have San Francisco. I have Seattle. Why are you taking San Fran?
Look, again, like you said, there's no way, right? Like, there's no way the Niners are going to go 0-3 versus the division to start the year. They're going to have a new kicker in the building this week while Jake Moody's recovering. Not the same woes as last week. And bottom line, I'm still not buying the Seahawks. I'm not. I think I'm going to leave it at that. The Seahawks haven't proved to me that they're legit yet. This is their chance to prove to me that they can be legit, and they haven't shown it to me yet.
I think San Francisco losing to two division rivals, coming off a short week where their kicker is injured because this game is on Thursday night. Seattle is coming off a brutal loss to the Giants. I think Seattle is ready to win a game. And for the San Francisco 49ers to start 0-3 in their division will be really tough, but I just think Seattle has the edge here. Jacksonville at Chicago, not really at because they're in London. This is the early game. Chicago is a 2.5-point favorite. We both have the Bears. I am picking them because if their offense is able to do what they did versus the Panthers, obviously it is the Panthers. I understand that. The Bears have the better defense, and I do think that although Jaquan Brisker might not be playing because of a concussion, the Bears are the better team here.
Oh, absolutely. And also, just to throw it a little bit in on my point of view, look, we know how man-heavy the Jaguars are. The Bears have the weapons. Give me Caleb to cook this Jaguars defense and to have another week like last week where I can just do another me and you can just do another victory lap. Give it to me.
Arizona at Green Bay. Green Bay is a 5-point favorite. We both have Green Bay. I think as Jordan Love gets healthier, we start to see them kind of dice up these defenses a little more, especially the Arizona defense. Now, that being said, the Cardinals did beat the 49ers. I just have more confidence in the Packers.
Absolutely. Again, I'm going Packers as well, but I will say this. If this is not a get-right game per se, or not a game where the Packers can go win by at least 7, I'm already concerned, but I'm going to start being really concerned. And if this defense doesn't show up, I'm also going to be concerned because this defense, we talk about this defense week in and week out. When are they going to make us stop talking about it? It's up to the Packers.
Indy at Tennessee. Indy is a 1-point favorite as the away team. We both have Indy. Now, I will say, I do think that if Anthony Richardson is to start this game, I would pick the Titans. But right now, after what Joe Flacco just did, I find it hard to believe that they're going to start A. Rich right now. I think they might ride out the injury narrative a little bit longer.
No, absolutely. And if not that, kind of go, we were crystal balling this a couple weeks ago. You give the man some time, you let him sit behind a veteran who clearly is playing way better football. Besides the point, though, I'm taking the Colts because I'm assuming, like you said, Flacco's going to be out there. And when Flacco's out there, albeit these are not two good teams going head-to-head, I do think the Colts are a better team than the Titans right now.
Houston at New England. Houston is a 7-point favorite. We both have Houston. Is there really much to say? This offense is abysmal, and I really hope the Patriots don't start Drake May against this defense.
Yeah, please. Gerard, don't give in. Kraft, what are we doing, guys? What are we doing? I told you guys, Drake's going to be a stud if you give him some time, but I can't say the same if we throw him out in front of this O-line and we're having break bones and break ribs. Please don't do it. Patriots fans, stop greenlighting this nonsense.
Tampa Bay at New Orleans. Tampa Bay is a 2.5-point favorite. We are both taking Tampa Bay. I think with the way they just lost to Atlanta, they're going to come out firing. I think Baker feels a little bit robbed. That defense really didn't do its part, but I do think this will be a close game, obviously given the 2.5 points.
I don't know if I can say the same as a Saints fan, Hunter. I took the Bucs because the Bucs are better coached. They're playing better on both sides of the ball. And that's the thing is, yeah, you sit here and say about, maybe not both sides of the ball, but they're playing way better on offense. And I don't have much faith in the Saints defense. I really don't. Like the Saints, yeah, they're playing good red zone defense, but they just allowed 400 yards or 470 to the Chiefs, basically 500. And the Chiefs offense we know is not playing good. What makes me think the Bucs aren't going to come in here and actually put 500 on us? Well, not much at this point.
Cleveland at Philly. Philly is an 8.5-point favorite. We both have Philly. The Browns look dreadful, and I do think the offensive line for the Browns is going to have a real tough time against Jalen Carter and the defensive line for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, no, this could be another
bye as well, mind you.
Yeah, well, and this could just be another slaughter, unfortunately for the Browns. It should be. If it's not, I'm much more, not that I'm gassing the Browns. It's more like I'm going to be more concerned than I am about the Eagles. I'll leave it at that.
Washington at Baltimore. Baltimore is a 6.5-point favorite. You are taking Washington. Why is that the case?
Hunter, because that Baltimore defense, majorly suspect, feloniously suspect, and we know what the Commanders' offense is doing right now. I don't think I'm not banking on Jane to cool down this week.
Yeah, I understand that. I was wrong last week when I picked Cleveland, but outside of the Bucks, who they lost to, they did beat the Bengals too. I don't know. They have yet to play a team with a good offense and a good defense. And I know they're not like super far, and I know I'm really holding out on the Commanders hype, but I do think that the Ravens might be that pedigree team that they have not faced yet. The Bengals defense is really, really bad. I don't know.
No, that's fair. That's fair. But again, that Ravens defense so far, they're feloniously suspect.
Los Angeles Chargers at the Denver Broncos. The Chargers are a 3-point favorite. We both have Denver. With the way that defense has been playing, and the Chargers offense is just not very good. I understand that, the Chargers are coming off a bye, but I just think Denver's offense looks more put together and their defense is definitely better. So I think Denver is the easy pick, even though it is divisional.
No, I mean, look, Bo Nix is coming together more in, week out. The Broncos defense, top 3 in league, zero doubt about it. And on top of that, do we feel good about Herbert and what the Chargers are doing necessarily this year? Not really.
We have Pittsburgh at Las Vegas. Pittsburgh is a 3-point favorite.
Borderline disrespectful.
Right. Well, they're coming off a 2-game losing streak. We're both taking Pittsburgh. I think they should shut down this offense. Russ may be the starter, so we may see some differences on the offensive side of the ball. But I don't know, with all going on in Las Vegas, how you can take the Raiders.
Yeah, no, I feel like this line should have been at least -6 here, Hunter. I get it. I do get it from the 2 losses in a row, but that's also my thing is like 2 losses in a row. Steelers are going to come in swinging. They are superior to the Raiders in basically every single way, if not every single way. Yeah, give me the Steelers on all those merits.
Detroit at Dallas. Dallas is a 3-point favorite coming off a bye, and we both have Detroit. Outside of the fact that their defense and offense is superior, the Dallas Cowboys just don't look put together, while the Detroit Lions look like one of the most put together teams in the league right now. So, pretty simple answer for me.
Yeah, you'd be pretty hard pressed to find me not taking the Lions against almost anybody. Like Hunter said, I'm just going to leave it at that until the Lions make me talk about them in any other way.
Atlanta at Carolina. Atlanta is a 6-point favorite. We both have Atlanta. I mean, I will say the Panthers offense should be better than it was last week versus the Bears.
A lot better.
But that defense is going to get shredded. After what Atlanta did to the Bucks, the Panthers may have 50 points put up on them.
Is Big Kirko breaking the NFL? Is Big Kirko breaking the passing record this week? Is Big Kirko?
He's going to throw for what, 800 yards, 9 touchdowns?
He's going for like 570 this week. Dude. Look, jokes aside, I think this could be a closer game than it appears. I do. I'm with you on that. But if Kirk has another game where he throws for over, I won't say 500, that's ridiculous. But if he has another game where he throws for over 350, 400, yeah, you won't see me batting an eye or be surprised in the slightest.
Cincinnati at the New York Giants. Cincinnati is a 4.5-point favorite. This is the trap game. This is the trap game of the week. We both have Cincy, but after looking at this game again, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think I'm going to go Cincy because of the offense. But
Hunter, dare I say this is ridiculous? This again, they would have said we were on drugs preseason. They would have said substance test. Dare I say the Giants are a better coached team than the Bengals right now?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. All I'll say is this. This is the trap game of the week.
Yeah, let's leave it at that for now. Bengals, we're not gonna go there yet. We're getting ready to go there.
This is one of those games where it's just kind of like, oh, so who do you have? And you're like, do I even want to say? Like, this is a game I wouldn't want to like give any advice on.
This
personally.
is the Dolphins Patriots of this week.
Last game of the week, we have Buffalo at the New York Jets. Buffalo is a 2-point favorite. You have Buffalo and I have the Jets.
I really don't though. Like this is just like last game, Hunter. I really don't have Buffalo. Like I really don't know if I have much faith in either of these teams at the moment.
I have the Jets because typically whenever a team's head coach gets fired, they come off revamped for one game. You get one win off the coach firing, regardless of who it is. So I'm going to go with this, and we don't know. Maybe Devontae Adams is a Jet by this time.
Yeah, but again, that's the thing is, even if he is, I don't know if he's gonna be suiting up for this. I don't know. It's like it depends. You know, sometimes teams don't like rush him out that first week because they got to get acclimated. But if it is and it's Rodgers, I don't know. Probably you're desperate for the Jets. But on top of that, why I have the Bills, like to just summarize real quick, I think they've been on such a just atrocious streak. I do think they're gonna be really hungry to get back. I do think that they feel like they're the better team than the Jets, just from a organized standpoint. And yes, to your point, they just fired them. It could go both ways. If it goes the way you're saying, look, man, all of a sudden we're having conversations about Sean McDermott, and not that we aren't, some people aren't already. We'll leave it at that for now. This is a very interesting NFL season to say the least. There's a lot of storylines going on all at once. Not that there's not usually, but this season in particular, it's just like a whirlwind of just narratives and stories that we could discuss. There's so many.
Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been our week 6 picks. Hopefully we have a better week. It's been a rough year, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you don't know ball, want to know ball, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, let us know in the comments. What is your biggest upset of the week? Have a great rest of your night.